The TSA just changed everything about what you can bring through security, and if you show up to the airport unprepared in 2026, you're going to miss your flight. We're talking about new size restrictions, banned items that used to be fine, technology rules that will shock you, and liquid regulations that have completely changed after 20 years. Some of these updates will save you time. Others will cost you hundreds of dollars if you get it wrong. Let's break down exactly what you need to know before your next flight. The Liquid Rule Revolution. After 2 decades of the 311 rule, TSA is finally rolling out changes, but not everywhere and not for everyone. Here's what's actually happening in 2026. The traditional rule still applies at most airports. Liquids, gels, and aerosols must be 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters or less, all fitting in one quart-sized clear plastic bag. One bag per passenger. This hasn't changed at the majority of US airports. But here's the twist. Airports with new CT scanners are eliminating the liquid restriction entirely. These computed tomography machines create 3D images, allowing TSA agents to see inside containers. Phoenix Sky Harbor, certain terminals at JFK, and select checkpoints at LAX now allow liquids of any size in carry-ons. The problem? This isn't universal. If your departing airport has CT scanners but your connection doesn't, you'll get stopped on your return trip. Orlando, Denver, and Salt Lake City have partial CT deployment, meaning one checkpoint allows full-size liquids while another doesn't. Here's the critical mistake travelers are making. Assuming all airports have updated. They don't. Unless you verify your specific terminal has CT scanners, follow the 311 rule. TSA's website doesn't clearly indicate which checkpoints have new technology, so the safe play is assuming the old rules apply. Exceptions that still exist everywhere. Medications, baby formula, breast milk, and medically necessary liquids exceed 3.4 ounces, but must be declared at screening. TSA will test these separately. Failing to declare them causes delays and additional screening. Carry-on size crackdowns. Airlines are aggressively enforcing carry-on dimensions in 2026, and the fees for getting it wrong are brutal. The standard hasn't changed. 22 inches long, 14 inches wide, 9 inches deep, including wheels and handles. But enforcement has intensified dramatically. Major carriers now use sizer boxes at gates, not just check-in. If your bag doesn't fit, you're paying gate check fees ranging from $65 to $100 each way. United, Delta, and American have implemented this at major hubs. Budget airlines are worse. Spirit, Frontier, and Allegiant charge $99 for gate-checked bags that should have been checked during booking. Their personal item dimensions, typically 18 by 14 by 8 inches, are strictly enforced with measuring devices at boarding. Here's what's catching people. Bags that used to slide by don't anymore. That 23-inch rollerboard you've used for years, it's now getting flagged. Overstuffed bags that exceed dimensions when packed are being measured and rejected. The new trick airlines are using: dimensional weight pricing. Some carriers now charge based on total inches, length plus width plus height. If your bag exceeds 45 linear inches, you're paying extra, even if it fits individual dimension requirements. Pro tip: soft-sided bags have more flexibility than hard-shell luggage when gate agents are measuring. A 22.5-inch hard case gets rejected, while a soft duffel at 23 inches might compress to fit. Personal items are facing new scrutiny too. That backpack must fit under the seat in front of you. If it doesn't, it counts as your carry-on, meaning you'll need to check your actual carry-on at the gate. Technology and battery rules have changed. Lithium battery regulations have become significantly stricter in 2026, and violating them means confiscation or denied boarding, portable chargers, and power. Banks are still allowed in carry-ons but banned from checked luggage. The new restriction: maximum 100 watt-hours per battery without airline approval. Most phone chargers are 20 to 30 watt-hours, but high-capacity laptop batteries and photography equipment often exceed limits. Calculate watt-hours by multiplying voltage by amp-hours. A 20-volt, 5-amp-hour battery equals 100 watt-hours, the maximum. Anything higher requires airline notification at booking. Power banks exceeding 160 watt-hours are completely banned. Smart luggage regulations have tightened. If your bag has built-in batteries, they must be removable. Non-removable battery bags are banned entirely, even in checked luggage. If TSA can't verify battery removal, your expensive smart luggage gets confiscated. Spare lithium batteries must be in carry-ons with terminals protected from short-circuiting. Use original packaging or plastic battery cases. Loose batteries rattling in bags create fire risks and will be confiscated. E-cigarettes and vapes are carry-on only, completely banned from checked bags. This includes all components: batteries, cartridges, and devices. Using them in airport bathrooms or on-board results in federal fines up to $4,000. Laptops and tablets over 16 inches now require additional screening at some airports. Remove them from bags and place in separate bins, similar to laptop rules from years ago but now enforced for larger devices. Food rules that confuse everyone. Solid foods are allowed through security without restriction. Sandwiches, chips, cookies, fruit and vegetables are fine, but the definition of liquid or gel trips people up constantly. These common foods are considered liquids and must follow 3-1-1 rules: peanut butter, jelly, yogurt, hummus, salsa, dips, soups, honey, maple syrup, liquid chocolate, creamy cheese, and gravy. If you can spread it, pour it, or spill it, it's a liquid. Pies and cakes are allowed, but frosting gets scrutinized. Excessive frosting might be considered gel. TSA has confiscated elaborately decorated cakes because frosting exceeded reasonable amounts. Ice is allowed if completely frozen at screening. Ice packs must be frozen solid. Partially melted ice or gel packs are considered liquids and prohibited unless they fit the 3-1-1 rule. Baby food pouches are exempt from liquid rules but require additional screening. Declare them separately and expect TSA to test them. Here's the bizarre rule. Pizza is allowed, but pizza with excessive sauce might be questioned. TSA's Instagram account literally addressed this. Dry pizza passes every time. Surprising banned items. Some prohibited items shock travelers every year. Here's what you absolutely cannot bring in carry-ons, even though people try constantly. Tools over 7 inches are banned. Screwdrivers, wrenches, pliers, and hammers exceeding this length must be checked. That multi-tool you love? If the blade or any component exceeds 7 inches, it's prohibited. Self-defense items are banned. Pepper spray, mace, stun guns, tasers, and martial arts equipment. Pepper spray is also banned in checked luggage. There's no legal way to fly with it domestically. Sporting equipment causes confusion. Baseball bats, golf clubs, hockey sticks, ski poles, and lacrosse sticks are banned in carry-ons. Checked luggage only. But golf balls and tennis rackets are fine. Realistic toy weapons are banned even if obviously fake. Nerf guns, water guns, and replica firearms cause security alerts and delays. Pack them in checked bags or leave them home. Flammable items seem obvious but people still try. Lighter fluid, strike, anywhere matches, flammable paints, spray paint, torch lighters, and camping fuel. Regular lighters are allowed, 1 per passenger. But torch lighters used for cigars are banned. Medications and medical equipment, prescription medications in any form, pills, liquids, injectables, are allowed in carry-ons exceeding normal limits. But you need documentation. Bring prescriptions in. Original pharmacy containers with your name on labels. Loose pills in unmarked containers create problems. TSA might request documentation proving they're yours. Liquid medications exceeding 3.4 ounces are allowed but must be declared at screening. Place them separately in bins and inform TSA agents. They'll likely test them with chemical strips or scanners. Insulin and diabetes supplies are completely exempt from liquid rules. Bring syringes, insulin pens, and monitoring equipment with supporting documentation. A doctor's note helps but isn't legally required. PAP machines, nebulizers, and other medical devices don't count toward your carry-on allowance. They're additional items beyond your regular bag and personal item. Inform TSA at screening for separate inspection. Wheelchairs, canes, and mobility devices are always allowed and don't count as carry-ons. Battery-powered wheelchairs have specific regulations about battery type and size. Verify with your airline before traveling. New international rules. Flying internationally introduces completely different regulations that catch Americans off guard. The liquid rule varies by country. Europe is transitioning to CT scanners, ibometers, but implementation varies by airport. Some European airports allow full-size liquids, others don't. The UK maintains strict 100 millilitres limits at most airports. Duty-free liquids purchased after security used to be universally allowed. Now, if you're connecting through another country, those liquids might be confiscated at your connection. The sealed bag doesn't matter. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Doha airports are particularly strict. Electronics face additional scrutiny internationally. Some countries require all electronics larger than phones to be removed and screened separately, including e-readers and portable game consoles. Certain countries ban specific items Americans consider normal. Saudi Arabia prohibits pork products entirely. Singapore has strict chewing gum regulations. Australia bans many foods, including honey and nuts. Returning to the US, you'll go through customs where agricultural products face intense scrutiny. Fruits, vegetables, meats, and plants are often prohibited. Failing to declare them results in fines starting at $300. TSA pre-check and clear updates. TSA pre-check rules have been modified in 2026. Previously, pre-check meant shoes stay on, laptops stay in bags, and liquids stay packed. Now, random additional screening happens even with pre-check. TSA randomly selects pre-check passengers for standard screening about 15% of the time. You might get pre-check benefits on your outbound flight, but not your return. It's unpredictable and non-negotiable. Clear enrollment has expanded, but doesn't guarantee faster screening during peak times. Clear gets you to the front of the ID check line, but you still go through standard screening unless you also have pre-check. Children under 12 accompanying pre-check parents now automatically receive pre-check benefits, even without their own known traveler number. This changed in late 2025 and saves families significant time. What actually gets you pulled for additional screening? Understanding what triggers extra screening helps you prepare and avoid delays. One-way tickets, especially last-minute bookings, increase scrutiny. Cash purchases raise flags. Flying to high-risk destinations increases screening likelihood. Sweaty palms during explosive residue testing causes false positives. TSA swabs hands for chemical traces, and certain lotions, fertilizers, or even glycerin-based products trigger alarms. Bulky or layered clothing in warm weather looks suspicious. Wearing a winter coat through security in July causes additional screening. Unclear bag scans require hand inspection. Densely packed bags where items overlap create unclear X-ray images. Pack loosely and organize to avoid this. SSSS on your boarding pass means Secondary Security Screening Selection. This quadruple S code requires additional screening every time. You can't avoid it. Build extra time into your airport arrival. Fees and consequences for violations. Getting carry-on rules wrong costs money and causes massive delays. Gate-checking bags cost $65 to $100 with major airlines, $99 plus with budget carriers. This happens when your bag doesn't fit sizer boxes. Prohibited items create 3 scenarios. Surrender the item, mail it to yourself at TSA-approved shipping stations, expensive and time-consuming, or leave security to properly check it, risking missing your flight. Lying to TSA agents about prohibited items elevates situations dramatically. If asked, "Do you have liquids?" and you say no, but they find them, you're getting additional screening and possible fines. Jokes about bombs, weapons, or terrorism result in immediate law enforcement involvement, missed flights, and potential federal charges. TSA has zero tolerance for security-related humor packing strategies for 2026. Here's how to navigate these rules efficiently. Use packing cubes to organize carry-ons. When TSA needs to hand search, organized bags are repacked faster. Messy bags mean longer delays. Keep liquids accessible at the top of bags. Don't make TSA dig through dirty laundry to find your toiletries. Separate, accessible, and compliant. Wear your bulkiest items. Heavy jacket, boots, and thick sweater should be worn through security, not packed. This saves bag space and weight. Digital boarding passes fail sometimes. Have backup paper copies. Dead phone batteries mean you can't board without printed passes. Place valuables in personal items, not overhead carry-ons. Items in overhead bins can be accessed by anyone during boarding. Laptops, tablets, and wallets belong under your seat. Special circumstances. Traveling with infants requires extra preparation. Breast milk, formula, and baby food are exempt from liquid rules, but require separate screening. Bring more than needed since screening takes time. Traveling with ashes requires documentation. Cremated remains must be in containers that can be X-rayed. Metal urns are prohibited because they block scanners. Use temporary plastic containers through security. Musical instruments that fit overhead bins are allowed as carry-ons. Larger instruments require separate seats, which you must purchase. Guitars in standard cases typically fit. International return rules. Returning to the US introduces customs declaration requirements separate from TSA screening. You must declare all items purchased abroad exceeding $800 per person. This includes clothes, jewelry, electronics, and souvenirs. Failing to declare results in confiscation and fines. Alcohol limits: 1 liter duty-free per person over 21. Additional bottles face taxes and duties. Some states have stricter limits. Tobacco limits: 200 cigarettes or 100 cigars duty-free. Cuban cigars are now allowed but count toward your limit. Counterfeit goods are always confiscated without compensation. That fake Rolex or knockoff Gucci bag. Customs knows and will take it. TSA rules in 2026 are stricter, more enforced, and more complicated than ever. The key to avoiding problems: assume the strictest interpretation of rules applies to your airport. Verify your specific airport's capabilities regarding CT scanners and liquid rules. Don't assume. Check TSA's website or call ahead. Measure your carry-on, including wheels and handles. If it's even slightly over 22 by 14 by 9 inches, you're risking gate check fees. Keep lithium batteries in carry-ons. Calculate watt hours for large batteries and ensure smart luggage batteries are removable. Declare all medications and medical equipment. Better to over-communicate than face delays. Build extra time into airport arrivals. Pre-check doesn't guarantee speed anymore, and random additional screening happens frequently. Pack organized and accessible. TSA hand searches are faster with organized bags. Know international rules for your destination. US rules don't apply globally, and ignorance isn't an excuse. Which of these rules surprised you most? Have you been caught by new TSA regulations? Share your airport security horror stories in the comments below. If this video saved you from missing a flight or paying unnecessary fees, smash that like button and subscribe for more travel tips that actually matter. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video covering the best TSA-approved carry-on bags for 2026 that actually fit within regulations. Safe travels, and we'll see you at 30,000 feet. 30,000 feet. 30,000 feet.